How different was your life 10 years ago? Did an event occur 10 years ago that changed your life? For some, a decade might seem insignificant. For others, a decade can be momentous. More than a decade ago, a young man in his early 20s lost $60,000 in the stock market. More than half of the money he lost belonged to his friends. He had convinced them that he could help make them richer with a proven trading system that he had learned in a boozy-ness class. So, they entrusted him with their hard-earned cash. This young man was Sean Sear. Sean had been taught the risks involved in investing when he was a young man. He swore never to dabble in investments. However, he was dissatisfied with his financial status and started investing in the stock market blindly. Initially, he spent $5,000 to attend a short-term trading workshop and made an actual profit from his first trade. He quickly gained immense confidence and invited his friends to let him manage their money. He raised $100,000 and lost more than half of the initial capital in 3 months. Sean was shocked but undeterred. After wiping tears of fear and disappointment from his eyes, he decided to take his investment education seriously and began to devour every investment book he could get his hands on. One day, a friend recommended that he read a book titled Buffettology, which was co-written by the ex-daughter-in-law of Warren Buffett. He told Sean, "Using the techniques she introduced me to, my investment account has already gone up 60% since last year." Sean searched for the book immediately. To his pleasure and surprise, he found an entire series of books co-written by Mary Buffett and David Clark on the techniques and philosophy of Warren Buffett, including the new Buffettology. Sean studied the principles outlined in the books, and the young man who had once been clueless about investing began a journey that transformed him into one of the youngest investment millionaires in Asia. Meeting the Titan. Sean stood in the lobby and looked at his watch anxiously. 10:50 a.m. 10 more minutes. He was so excited that he could hardly breathe. In a moment's time, he was about to meet the mentor who would change his life, Mary Buffett. The ex-daughter-in-law of Warren Buffett, Mary had been part of the Buffett family for 12 years. She had listened closely to Warren and learned how he invested in the stock market. Mary saw many people step into the market with a short-term speculative mindset. Not Warren. He invested logically, with intelligence and a fundamental methodology. And his investments earned billions of dollars. Mary Buffett watched, listened, and began to absorb Warren's investing techniques and philosophy. In 1997, she consolidated her learning and co-authored her first book, Buffettology, with David Clark. This was the first of many best-selling books they published. Books that have been translated into 17 languages and distributed all over the world. Sean studied and applied the principles outlined in these books to his own investments, and he quickly managed to achieve consistent, positive results. He was determined to learn more about Warren Buffett's investment strategy, and Sean stood in the lobby and looked at his watch anxiously. 10:50 a.m. 10 more minutes. He was so excited that he could hardly breathe. In a moment's time, he was about to meet the mentor who would change his life, Mary Buffett. Now pause for a moment and picture these scenarios. What if Mary had never published any books about Warren Buffett's investment strategies? What if Sean had never picked up the new Buffettology? What if the meeting in Los Angeles never took place? What if the book that you are holding now can kickstart your journey to becoming a confident and successful investor? Mary and Sean decided to co-author this book to help authors learn how to create wealth like they have done. As you read, you will find yourself having conversations with Mary or Sean. At times, both of them will share their experiences. So, do not be surprised if you see I and we being used interchangeably. Are you ready to turn the page and start a new beginning? A new beginning. Sean and I decided to co-author 7 Secrets to Investing Like Warren Buffett to explain Warren Buffett's techniques and philosophy to new investors. The two of us are different in many ways. Sean was born, educated, and lives in Singapore, and has the perspective of the East. I was born, educated, and live in the United States. My perspective is that of the West. He is a man. I am a woman. We are from different generations. Despite these differences, our investment philosophy is the same. We want to share that philosophy with our readers and give them a chance to become truly wealthy. The information in this book is designed to teach you Warren Buffett's investment techniques and help you apply them effectively. You will find two separate parts in the book. In the first part, I will show you the habits you need to develop to become a truly wealthy person. Reading a book can give you knowledge, but it is the consistent actions you take that will change your life and your financial wealth. I call these consistent actions habits. In the second part, Sean will explain how Warren Buffett uses the investing technique known as value investing to build his wealth. Sean and I both use the same strategy to consistently profit from the stock market. Sean will describe value investing in layman's terms so that even someone with no financial background can understand and learn to apply this technique. Last, Sean and I want to encourage you to continue to learn and grow. As you grow, so will your wealth.